The concept for Re-Viva is activating underused public space in underserved communities in the Bronx, New York, to improve the health and well-being and community resilience for the elderly through the therapeutic benefits of plants and recreation. The guiding principles we used were active living, aging in place, active passive engagement, therapeutic gardens, modular designs, climate resilient, adaptable, accessibility, community grassroots, and sustainable. We developed a system to support this process that includes a digital app, modular pods, a bus service, and recycled materials.
Our work has led to the development of an entire system. This system required a brand. Our process of developing a brand identity began by looking at colors and fonts that are representative of a naturalistic element, or incorporating biomimicry into the logo itself. From here, we progressed into developing possible logo layouts. The main outcome here was the decision to install a moss wall into the logo design. The brand name we chose is Re-Viva. This is symbolic of the concept of reuse, recycle, revive, and rejoice. Viva makes reference to the re-establishment of a zest for life for the elderly.
In the next few years, 20% of the U.S. population will be over 65. As these demographics shift, the COVID-19 pandemic has also significantly changed the landscape of aging. More people are considering aging in place as the pandemic has been devastating, especially in long-term care facilities. To meet the needs of these populations, there has to be access to safe, accessible, and contextually sensitive medical care and spaces for activities and recreational therapies. For our project, we decided to focus on the Bronx as an example population. This is a highly urbanized and very diverse area in New York City with some of the highest rates of unemployment, poverty, and rent burden in the city. In addition, the Bronx has the highest rates of diabetes, asthma, obesity, and hypertension in the city. This is caused by many income-related factors like exposure to pollution, economic stress, poor access to healthcare, healthy, affordable food, and safe housing. This, coupled with inadequate testing, has made the Bronx the borough most impacted by COVID-19 in New York City. As we surpass 50 million COVID-19 cases globally, we have to rethink the way care and resources are made available to the most vulnerable communities. Re-Viva offers a safe, modular, and contextually sensitive approach to healthcare, community, and active living for older populations. Each of its elements can be adapted to suit the needs of communities around the world, both in times of emergency and in normal times.
The goal of the mapping at this level was to just get a better understanding at a neighborhood level of the needs of some of the residents within the Bronx. This is a map just showing different vacant properties, whether city-owned or sites that could potentially have an intervention. This is just a close-up of one of the neighborhoods with a potential site of a parking lot, and here's an open vacant space near a community garden.
The Re-Viva app allows the elderly to communicate with the Re-Viva vendors and doctors. The app allows users to manage and track their medication, medical history, and bookings. They are also able to see and book for the various activities hosted at the pods and mobile bus. Re-Viva members are also able to communicate with one another via the Re-Viva chat platform.
This is the Mobile Oasis by Re-Viva. Our main goal is to provide a therapeutic experience, keeping senior citizens in mind, with a fully functional mobile medical unit as a response to the current or future health crisis, ready to provide minor health service, preventing further exposure to hospital visits, saving patients and their caretakers time, money, and stress of getting from point A to point B. The mobile unit is an eco-friendly rechargeable electric bus, part of the Re-Viva sustainable bus system spread throughout the New York suburbs. It's user-friendly, it's handicap accessible, it is fully sanitizing, it's equipped with a fully ADA compliant restroom, a spacious seating lounge for approximately 8 people at a time, enhanced with natural plant elements to provide visual experience and a relaxing atmosphere on board. Telemedicine station. Entertainment on board, relaxing music, satellite TV, and Wi-Fi. Considering senior citizens' needs is crucial when reprogramming a mobile unit that will cater to their specific needs. The bus must be wheelchair fully accessible, including the restroom. Skylights located in the main lounge will allow space users to be exposed to sunlight to provide the vitamin D, preventing fatigue and boosting immune systems, and enable healing bodily functions. Biophilic elements will contrast the visual connection of the interior and exterior of the lounge area, bringing a soothing and welcoming atmosphere.
Plants are very important to people's lives, especially for the elderly. The biophilic design is introduced into the design of the mobile unit so that the elderly can see plants grow by hydroponic technology on the mobile units. Plants bring a lot of benefits to the health for the elderly, such as stress reducing, decrease the risk of dementia, and so on. The floor plan and some draft ideas for interior design. As you can see from the floor plan, the bus includes a green station, comfortable seats, a wheelchair station, an ADA bathroom, and a medical station. There is also some storage place on the mobile units.
The Oasis bus by Re-Viva is equipped with a telemedicine station for patients who require to see their primary doctor or specialist or refill their prescriptions. The recycling station helps the ecosystem and encourages the community to participate with the elderly population.
This is about rendering for the medical space. Patients can get some basic medicines and blood pressure or temperature checks and talk to the doctor if they want through the computer.
Continuing with the mobile Oasis interior. As you can see, the mobile Oasis serves many purposes for the elder community of New York.
As an industrial designer, I took it upon myself to design the pod structure, focusing specifically on the modularity of the construction and trying to keep it as simple as possible. This first board shows how I developed my first concept. It was unfortunately not, in my opinion, modular, and it felt like designing a hall rather than designing the actual pod itself. I also could not see any improvements that could be made to it. The second board shows how I developed the geodome by having inspiration from Buckminster Fuller and also a lot of triangles. Initially I wanted to use hexagons, but they proved to be not the ideal geometry to create a dome. That's why the triangular shape stuck. Re-Viva's geodome provides excellent environmental protection from varying weather temperatures and conditions. The geodome will be constructed from 2 sets of triangles. These triangles will be 3D printed, while the aluminium frames are already a pre-made fixture, which can be cut to size and length. The 3D printed panels provide the insulation required to create an indoor space, while the aluminium extrusions themselves provide the strength needed to accommodate these spaces. The spaces themselves are able to be modified according to the culture, and the semi-permanent structure is able to be placed anywhere in the world.
The modular pods provide 2 different types of program and functions. There are explosion pods and activity pods. In the explosion pods has included an art, gardening class and board game section. In the activity pods include yoga, dancing, and meditation section. Staying physically active for seniors offer a variety of health benefits. Therefore, those pods that provide seniors with socially active also engage experiments from those programs.
An example of an exploration pod. So in the exploration pod, you could do gardening, art, and games. Here's a different view of it. Here's the actual pod. There's 2 pods connected. Here's the actual pod where they would do the games and art and gardening. And then here is the entrance to the activity pod, which in the activity pod they would be doing dancing, yoga, and meditation. Here's an example of yoga. Here's a more close-up view of it. And then here is another perspective of it. This is just a walkthrough of a exploration pod.
One product that will be installed within the Re-Viva system is an educational interactive recycling system. This system allows visitors to see how recycling aluminium soda cans can produce a usable product and gives waste products a second life in real time. This could potentially motivate them to engage in recycling in the future. This system works through the process of induction heating. The screen on the front of the product will display an infographic video that shows the visitor how their can is being processed. Recycled aluminium is melted, cast, and remolded into a multifunctional gadget that reduces the need to directly touch door handles and buttons. This gadget acts as a keepsake for its visitors. The main goal of the Re-Viva system is to holistically maintain the health and safety of its visitors. This product and its relating system ensures this. For more information on the Re-Viva system, please visit the links attached below. Thank you for watching.